The United States got back on the medal board Saturday with 3 medals, all different shades. The U.S. now has the third most medals behind Italy and Norway. Let's recap some of the top stories from the 8th day of action from Milano Cortina. Another day, another gold medal, and another Olympic record for speed skating titan Jordan Stolz. Even though the 500 meters is not his specialty, he had no problem powering through the sprint to take home his second medal of these games. Stolz becomes only the second American male to win both the 500 meter and 1,000 meter at the same Winter Games. The first, Eric Heiden, 46 years ago. Jalen Koff and Elizabeth Lindley both medaled for Team USA in the slightly chaotic free ski dual moguls competition. Koff now has 3 silver medals in her career. Lindley now has a gold and a bronze here in Milano Cortina. In short track speed skating, Netherlands' Jens van der Twat claimed his second gold medal in the men's 1,500 meters. Team USA's Andrew Heo raced his way into second place in the B final. In curling, both the men's and women's teams found the win column in round-robin play. Team Casper scored 4 points in the first end and held on to defeat Germany 8-6. Team Peterson took down Japan 7-4 to improve to 3-1 in round-robin play. Finally, in men's ice hockey, Team USA started slow but came on strong in the third period to knock off Denmark. 6 different Americans scored. Team USA now goes on to face Germany in the final game of the group stage.
A hell of a night here at the long track speed skating oval here in Milan. Jordan Stolz stole the show once again. So good. He's not a classic 500-meter sprinter. This is a guy who really specializes in the 1,000 meters and the 1,500 meters. So for him to go out like this so fast, incredible first 100 meters, but his finish, just like we saw on the 1,000 meters the other night, was just so incredibly fast. He had finished on the outer. I don't know if you saw that. And to me, that was a bit of a disadvantage, and he still was able to skate a 33-second 500 meters. Truly exceptional. He's got 2 of the 4 golden rings, so to speak. This kid is on a roll. He's on fire. I had a chance last night. I went to a secret location to go meet his skate technician. This is the guy who's responsible for Jordan's skates. He rockers them, he bends them, he sharpens them. He gets everything precise, exactly the way that Jordan wants it. Now, Jordan himself was kind of like me. Very obsessive about the technical aspects of his skates, and this guy, Mark, who I've known for almost 25 years, is the only person that he trusts with those blades. It was an amazing conversation, and he simply told me, this kid's got the killer instinct. It's the perfect combination of he wants to win, he knows he's got the talent and skill, and it's all about putting it together. And we saw some great athletes rise to the occasion here in Milan and simply not be able to manage the expectation and the pressure of those 5 rings. That was not the case tonight. Jordan Stolz was truly extraordinary. He represented to the full of his ability. And the fact that he wins a 500 meter, this is the first time in 46 years in American history that something like this has actually happened. These sports become so hyper-specialized. We see 500 meter specialists, and we see 1,000 meter specialists, and we see 1,500 meter specialists. This kid, this 21-year-old from Wisconsin, does he have what it takes? He's got my vote. It's the check boxes. He's got 2 of them. I think he should be very happy. This is just additional layers of confidence that he is building and compounding, and I think the 1,500 meters is his to win.
I'm so excited for the Blade Angels coming up. They are, first and foremost, just the best of friends, so much support. I think that's something that I think is so important in our community, in the skating community, to uplift everyone, to feel as though, you know, we are competing, but we're competing to all be better. And I think that mentality is something that I see very clearly with the 3 U.S. women coming into the event. We have technical goods, we have clean programs, we have incredible artistry across all 3 skaters. Really excited to see Amber come in with her triple axel. Alyssa has been consistently clean and just really excels in this Loewe program. I think she really embodies the character, and you can just see the joy that she has while she's on the ice. And Isabeau has always been this beautiful, refined, clean skater, and so all 3 have incredible potential at this Olympics. So I love watching Alyssa through her whole comeback. She has really embodied this idea of just like, I'm here to have fun and enjoy and just live this experience up. And as a result, the pressure is down. The expectations are in ways down. I think we all can expect her to do really incredible skates, but I don't think she has that expectation on herself. So as a result, she always exceeds expectations. And so I think that we can reasonably say that we have very, very good medal contention across the board for all three women, depending on how things go. We've seen over the past couple competitions a lot of variability in things that were not quite expected. So, it's going to be really exciting, and I do hope that our women are able to take away some hardware.
The American freestyle skiing team added 2 more medals to Team USA's tally Saturday as Jalen Koff won the silver medal and Elizabeth Lemley took the bronze in the women's dual moguls event. Contested for the first time at the Winter Olympics, dual moguls is contested in a single elimination bracket where the skiers race each other down the hill but are still scored on technique and how they navigate 2 ramps where they fly through the air and do tricks. It's an event known for producing chaos, and it's certainly delivered as Koff advanced to the final in a race that both skiers crashed, and Lemley face-planted in her semifinal but rebounded to win the bronze despite losing on time by almost a full second. For Koff, the 29-year-old from Colorado, it was a 3rd career silver medal. And for Lemley, who is just beginning her Olympic journey at age 20, it capped an incredibly impressive Milano Cortina Games in which she shocked the skiing world by winning gold in the singles event. Australia's Jakara Anthony, the #1 mogul skier in the world, won the gold in duels, gaining a measure of revenge for a big and stunning mistake in the singles final that took her off the podium. Dual moguls is an event these skiers regularly compete in on the World Cup circuit, and they predicted it would be a fun, fan-friendly addition to the Olympic program this year. It turned out they were right.
Let's talk about the first medal for a South American. Lucas Braathen had 2 incredible runs. That, to me, was the Olympic spirit. I mean, the Olympic spirit got in his body and he was able to perform, because beating Marco Odermatt down that run was no easy feat. Marco was the favorite. He had an amazing first run. I mean, he was skiing at his best ahead of the other competitors. Those 2 were in a league of their own. His history is so interesting. Retiring from ski racing shocked the world because he was a young up-and-coming star, won a overall globe in slalom, and he was winning races and just improving every year. And then he just shocked the world that he didn't like to handle the pressure of the Norwegian team. They weren't allowing him to feel like he could be himself, and he kind of disappeared. There were rumors, but no official announcement came till the end of the season when he found his Brazilian roots. From his Brazilian mother, he was able to change nationalities and start ski racing for Brazil. And it's a fan favorite. When he came back to the slopes, he brought the Brazilian flair with him, and he was ready to show the world that he's from Brazil. So this is just one of those stories. I love the Olympics because they start to flood with these incredible stories, and this is one of them. It's amazing how he found his perfect form today at the Olympics is another one for the history books. It shows you that some athletes can really rise to the pressure, and he did.
We had a jam-packed day here at the short track arena. The women's 1,000-meter quarterfinals, Kristen Santos Griswold looked really good, along with Corinne Stoddard, but it just did not go exactly in the way that we thought they would. A lot of great skating, a lot of high speed. The ice conditions are actually getting a little bit better, as we can see. I think all the skaters have completely adjusted, both physically, technically, in terms of their equipment, and mentally. We saw the women's 3,000-meter semifinals in which our Team USA was very close. There was a little bit of a bump early on in the race, which caused them to fall almost a half a lap behind. And 2 of our skaters did an amazing job actually closing that gap, which is really hard to do. The ice gets chewed up, the lap times are very fast. So that signifies to me that we have the actual top speed. You can probably hear it a little bit in my voice. I was screaming my butt off, trying to get them to move and catch up into the qualifying position, but they were just off. They didn't quite make it to the final. Then we had this incredible endurance race, the men's 1,500 meter final. It was jam-packed. There was 9 skaters in the final. And so what happened in the previous rounds was that there was penalties, there was advancements. For those of you that have been watching at home, if you are in a qualifying position, meaning if you are in the semifinal and you are in position number 1 or number 2, and someone bumps into you and you fall back or you fall down, the referees will typically give you an advancement into that final. And so we saw that tonight. Strategy is really important when there's a ton of skaters. You don't want to be in the back of the pack. You want to be towards the front. I had my eye on William D'Angelo from Canada, who I thought looked exceptional through all of the rounds. He made a little bit of a gap, allowing one of the South Korean skaters to make this dive, like we call it a dive bomb pass, and it bumped him so far back he was basically out of medal contention. But the one story tonight that we all paid attention to was the same one that we saw in the 1,000 meters for the men. Jens from the Netherlands. This is a kid, when he crossed the finish line and he won this gold tonight, you could see he was almost in complete disbelief. Almost like he felt like he didn't belong there. But I can promise you, this kid is skating exceptional. He's extraordinary. He looks like whatever he's done to his blades is matching this ice surface. He's gliding a little bit better than everybody else. He looks fit. He looks strong. And his race strategy, I call it, he's gold or bust. That's literally what it takes to win gold medals here in the 1,500 meters. On the U.S. men's side, we have 2 young athletes, Andrew Heo and Brandon Kim. Andrew actually looked really stellar in his B final, the most comfortable that I've looked at him all year long, even in last year in 2025. So he's getting some confidence back. He's feeling better on his blades. He's making maneuvers, and I actually thought he was going to win that B final race. He pulled back at the last minute just in case there's a penalty. He doesn't want to get injured. He still has more races to go. But this is the Olympic Games. I mean, all of the favorites continuously are getting thrown into the gauntlet. Some are rising to the top and performing when the pressure's on, and others are crumbling. This is what the 5 rings does. There is so much emphasis on the mind, and I think that's the real separating factor between those who actually get the job done and deliver, like we saw from our boy Jordan Stolz, who crushed it in the 500 meters, and those that don't. And there's a lot of psychological games and strategy that go into the 1,500 meters, and it's just an endurance race. It's tough. It was a really, really great day of racing.
Team USA's men's hockey team might have hit on a formula to get through the rough stretches of these Olympics. When all else fails, just add Brady. Brady Tkachuk, that is. The Ottawa Senators captain threw hands in the first period of Saturday's game against Denmark, threw down an equalizer in the second, and generally fired up a lackadaisical American team. This game was a whole lot closer than it should have been, with the United States trailing halfway through. A late offensive explosion won the game, but questions still persist about Team USA's cohesiveness. Denmark has only 5 players currently on NHL rosters, and yet the Danes were able to hassle and harass the United States for a frustratingly long period of time. Head coach Mike Sullivan opted to go with Boston's Jeremy Swayman in goal, and the move nearly proved disastrous. Swayman let in a couple of maddening goals, including one from virtually the center line, and one with just 3 seconds left in the second period. In the Olympics, survive and advance is a decent strategy. Thrive and advance would be a better one. Next up for the U.S., Germany to close out group play. We're halfway home here at Milano Cortina, and there's plenty of drama yet to come. Here's what to watch on day 9 at the Winter Olympics. In alpine skiing, Michaela Schifrin will return to the slopes for the women's giant slalom. Schifrin won gold in this event 8 years ago and will hope to snap her Olympic slump after a bumpy ride in the team combined event last week. After the women claimed a pair of medals in the free ski dual moguls on Saturday, today will be the men's turn. Nick Page will be in the field for the Americans after finishing 7th in individual moguls last week. Hold on to your goggles. It's time for the fast-paced mixed team relay and snowboard cross. 5-time Olympian Nick Baumgartner will look to get the U.S. back to the podium after winning gold in this event in 2022. Team USA's Erin Jackson will get her second shot at a medal in the women's 500 meters in speed skating. Jackson is ranked 3rd in World Cup standings in this event, but will have Netherlands star Femke Koch also gunning for gold. Figure skating is back with a pairs short program. The United States will have 2 pairs in the competition, led by Ellie Kam and Danny O'Shea, who finished 4th during the team event. Finally, the U.S. men's hockey team is back on the ice for the second straight day, wrapping up play in Group C against Leon Draisaitl and Germany. Keep up with all the news, notes, and commentary from the Winter Olympics right here at Yahoo Sports.